Hey, what's up? Thanks for coming in. I'm not sure which camera angle you guys prefer, but I'm gonna turn it back around. Hey, thanks for coming in. Just working a wacky rig through the lily pads, on the edge of the pads anyway. Face outwards so I can cast down the bank. Hey, what's up, No Limits Fishing? What's up, Goofy? Yo, catch 10-pound bass? I'm gonna try. There might be one in here. There's some pretty big bass in here. So there could be a 10-pounder in here somewhere. Might be a better right there. It's kind of a light coloration on the bottom. Yep. Hold it off the bed. Let's go. Up in the pads. Nice fish. Get on up here, girl. I know you're on the bed. I know you're on the bed making babies. Making babies. Guess I think she's not like super. It's not super fat. Might just be a big male. Might be a buck male or something. Looked really good. Let's go. Nice first bass of the day. Let's go. Beautiful bass. Beautiful. Great coloration. There's a light spot up there, which is pretty much tells me that, you know, it was on the bed, but it didn't look like it was full of eggs, so I don't know. Look at you flipping. Doing a little flippage. There's not much right here in front of me. It's just from here to the bank is just enough to pitch out there. That was, I would venture to guess that was a spawner. Now of course, didn't have a big belly on it or nothing, but could have been a male. Could have been a male. Let's see if I get some more Senkos here. I probably ran out of Senkos today. That was awesome. I'll tell you what. Let's throw back in there. Maybe that was a. I left a gummy worm in here overnight and it melted. Gross. Like a booger. Sometimes you'll pull the male off the bed and the female's still sitting there, so maybe that's what we're looking at right now. We'll see if he's up in there. There's another light spot over there. I probably should have fished more. I need to put my other sunglasses on, I guess, so I can see it a little better. Some of you may not know, after when the bass spawn, the males stay on the bed and guard the fry, which is the baby bass. And I've even read, once the male's done guarding the bed, he'll eat one of the fry and before it vacates the nest altogether. I can't see a fish in there. But I just have to, like I said, I saw a light spot in there. I just flipped over to it. It was a good bass. I don't exactly have the best setup for, hauling them through the lily pads. But it's a 10-pound braid, so it should be enough just to get in the short distance back to the kayak. What's up, Chaos? Thanks for coming in. Just caught the first one a few minutes ago. Have to work a little bit farther forward here. There's another little area right there we could pitch to. We'll stand up, take a look over there and see if I can see anything. There's, I don't know what that's called, duckweed or whatever, like those little green seed looking things. They're on top of the water, so it's kind of covering up the top, on the top of the water. It's hard to see through that. I would eventually guess that was a male. That was a good sized male if it was. Females don't, you guys don't know, females are the ones that get big. Males are usually smaller than females. Oh, that was a fish. Took off with it. Let's get back up in there. See, it'll come back for it. This is the one time a year I feel like, if you miss a strike, you can get back in there and catch it. Fish on. Nice, this is awesome. Oh no, I was up in the tree. Get out of that grass. Get out of that grass. Oh, nice fish. Let's go. Nice bass. Get on there. We have to get up on the bow here. She may jump over, or it may jump over the tree. Come here, let me just touch it. There we go. Let's go. This is. Sorry about that. My paddle moved the camera. Here we go. Alright, number 2. Doing pretty good. Might be what we do all day. It's so windy out here. You might just push pull through the pads. Numero dos. Another nice fish. Oops. Toss it off the bow here. Maybe I'll go back on the bed. That's where it was from. Like I said, I can't see them bedding up, but I'm right up against the bank here. Fishing in any of the open areas. Here, I'll just show you guys what I'm fishing. This is what it looks like. See right here in front of me, it's kind of hard to tell over the pads, but behind the tallest pad there's an open area over there. So this keeps up. I'm gonna run. Oh, awesome! My Senko's still attached. I thought I lost my Senko. You can catch more than one bass on a Senko. You're lucky, because they seem to fly right off when a bass jumps. But anyway, now an O-ring usually, tends to help that situation. Oh, the brush guard pierced into my worm. How does that work? There we go. We got to re-rig this. Okay. There we go. That was weird. The brush guard punctured into my worm. Alright, again, we're going to throw back up in there. Because sometimes you'll catch the male first, and then you got to go back and catch the female. So we'll see. Of course, a lot more exciting when you can actually see them on the bed, but I guess the bass could also just be hanging out back here, but this time of year, I mean, you would think that they're bedding up. If I catch another one, I have to check its tail, see if it's been fanning out the bed or anything. Usually the tails are tore up, but they've been fanning out of bed. All right. Chat, well, are you using the ring on your wacky rig? No, I mean I've got my tool with me, my wacky rig tool. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it takes away from the action. But if you like to rig it, I like to rig it right in the middle right there, but with the O-ring, it's, it goes the opposite direction. Tell you what, after this one, I'll get out my O-ring toolkit and just see if that makes any kind of difference. Because O-ring is pretty tight, so it does keep the hook on there, but then I feel like it also cuts through the Senko. So we'll test that out after I lose this one. I'll put just for science, I'll put on and also I feel like it kind of puts the hook at a different orientation. I don't know if it's better or worse for hookups, along with changing the action a little bit. But after this worm, I'll get my wacky toolkit out, or whatever, my wacky kit, or my little. I'll show you what it looks like when I do it. It's just a wacky tool they call. You stick your worm into the hole and you run the O-ring off the tool onto the worm. So a lot of you are probably familiar with that, but it's definitely a way to to keep for the longevity of your worm, I guess. But I think I would buy more stick worms. I'd probably, for wacky rigging, I'd probably buy the Z-Man Zinkers, because those are real durable baits. Because that's one thing about like Z-Man and the elastomer type of material. It's super durable, but you can't really bury your hook point too far into the bait, because the bait won't rib, it'll just kind of stretch. But sometimes the hook point won't come all the way out, and then you won't get a hook into the fish's mouth. So that's the one downside to elastomer type material. I mean, I said it'll last a long time, but you may sacrifice maybe a little bit of action, but you can't put the hook too far into the plastic, otherwise there's a chance it won't come out all the way. So that's a little bit thing I had to kind of learn over the years. Let's get right up here and I'll cast up into this little spot right here. I'm able to get here on there's some grass mat right here and everything else. Sometimes catching a bass on the bed is easy, and sometimes you got to work at it. Sometimes you got to put that bait right in their face, or just on a particular spot, or on the bed there. That's what was fun when I was down in the Panhandle of Florida back in February. I was sight fishing the Swanee bass species, and that was last. That Wasisa River is super clear, and they were bedding up, and they were all over the river. So I'd like to go do that again next year, if I can help it. All right, let's get back out here to the drop here, to the edge. I guess what we'll do today, I guess we'll just fish the outer edge, and then we'll go back in and kind of just pitch and flip back here into the open parts of the pads. So you can get you get a 5-6 pounder or something to blow up on it, or to pick it up off the bottom. We'll see. But thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. So we already caught 2 bass, so that's already a pretty good day. We've only been going, we caught 2 bass in like 15 minutes, so you can't be mad about that. Looks like we'll maybe have a 6 or 8 bass day or something today, maybe 10 or 12. But let's not count our chickens before they hatch, right? So it looks like there's a good spot back here we can try to toss to. Hey, what's up, Scooter and the boys? What's up, Scoot? How you and the boys are doing? Guys, I'll be flipping to here in a second. It's right in there. Like I said, the pads are kind of tall, so it's hard to tell. There's a little bit of space back there. And whether there's a bass sitting back there or not, I don't know. And this is the downside to all the pads out here, is it's hard to bed fish. I'm gonna turn the camera around so I can stand up, guys. Hang in there. If I can get way back up in there. Nice. Oh, fish on. Let's go. That was awesome. Get out on the pads. Keep your rod. Hey, Buck. Let's go. That was a good shot, wasn't it? Almost jumped in the kayak with me. All right, come here, I just want to touch it. Let me just touch it. There we go. All right. That was a pretty good shot. I'm glad I turned the camera around. It's probably another male. hanging on the bed. Let's go. All right. Silver. I'm just throwing I got a couple colors of Senko worms, but this is one of them. It's like a Bama bug, almost like a June bug, but has a reddish color to it. So I'm just throwing that up in there and letting it fall on slack line, which onto what I think is a bed, but all right, let's go back in there. Maybe there's a female sitting on the bed. A big old female. So obviously that's where the bed's at. If there's a bed back here. Another tip too, if you're fishing through grass and lily pads, or grass really, it's like pretty much a clear flat mat and there's a hole in it, cast up in that hole, because bass have come through that hole recently or something, might still be sitting there. So I would feel like if you caught any fish on the edge of these lily pads, there'd probably be some post spawners hanging off the edge here. I'm almost afraid to even throw up too far in here. I'll have to pull back here a touch farther. There's a lot of openings behind. This other thing we could do too. Let's get down to the back. We can go behind those pads too to see if we can't drum up a couple bass. See if we can't get it to bite now. Alright, let's go and push pull over here a little farther. Alright. Too close. I also don't want to have to pull it. Might be a carpet here or something. Let's go ahead and stand up. That almost looks like a light color spot right there. Let's go up in there. I'll get snagged up first. I don't think it's supposed to rain anymore today, but that's what they said yesterday, and I got rained on, so let's hopefully it stays away today. Looks like there's a cold front coming in this weekend. It's supposed to be like in the 50s or something, or high 50s for a high one day. So ahead and push pole farther back. There's a spot back here. A little bit closer. Oh, fish on. I didn't see that take. Hopefully it's not. Oh, it broke me off. Dang it. Should have retied. Am I a whole leader? No. Alright, well. If we catch it, we know which one it was. Whack him out. I guess that's the risky run going in the pads. Dang it. Back later on, either today or tomorrow, and try to catch that bass. Try to get my hook back right. Alright. Going to retie a new hook on here, and then we'll get back out there. Almost got the knot tied, and we'll get back out there. Alrighty. I'll show you the rig tool. Oh, while I'm thinking of it. So this is what it looks like. Just a little has a hole in the end there. An O-ring sit up here, so you just take your stick bait, pop it in here, and then you run that O-ring down the tube here, and stick it right on your stick worm. Okay. There we go. And then you kind of just run it on there wherever you see fit. If you're using an eco rig, that'd be about right. You want an O-ring about a third of the way up the worm, and the wacky rig you want about half. So we're gonna get that up to about half here, right there. That's about right. A little bit more. Skosh more. There we go. Okay. And then we'll stick the hook on there. Of course, it gets stuck in my motor. Sorry about that. Thanks, Parker. Thanks, Chaos. He's a effing fish. Hey, what's up, Slavic? Guild, they're coming in. Where's the fishing hero? Oh, I just got the camera turned around so you can see when I'm fishing. I thought I heard some people on the roof over there. They're doing some shingling or whatever. They're putting shingles on the roof. I can hear some music playing, so I decided to mute it, but I can't hear that now, so it should be all right. Oh. I'm gonna stand back up again. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't want you guys to have to look at my legs, to say the least. I can see, oh, that's a stick. Alright, I was about to say I could see a light spot in there. I thought probably just knocked the fish out in that cast. Well, that could just be a vacated bed. It doesn't mean it's anything on there. Could have held a bass a couple weeks ago, or not a couple weeks ago, last week or something, but they may have already gotten off the bed. I love to catch an 8-pounder today. Catch that 7-pounder full of eggs. That'd be nice. Preferably after I just ate a big meal before I got on the bed. At least there's some space behind the pads to catch the fish. Anyway, I'm gonna flip out here into the main waters. See how much pads between me and the open water. Let's see if we can't cook one. And once the spawn's over with, I'll just be working these edge of these pads when the summer sets in out here. Or maybe I'll put some braid on and throw a frog or all this. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything sitting over here. There's some space underneath that tree, but I'd have to one more cast just to make sure there's nothing sitting there. Push pull down. And after we do all this, we might have to throw a chatterbait out on the edge or a spinnerbait. I don't think the bass are thinking about eating. I think they're thinking about either spawning or recuperating after the spawn. All right, now let's try to make one cast in there. That was not good. There we go, that's what I wanted. I'm gonna take off this rain jacket. The sun's gonna come out. It'll get hotter than the Hades out here. The breeze is keeping it nice out here, not too warm. on pushing. Ooh. Thanks everyone for coming in. Tell you what, will probably be smart. Picked up my motor so it's dragging through. It's like one storm cloud back there. Yeah, I hope it's not going to rain on me again. I didn't bring my rain pants. Hope not anyway. Alright, this is a decent spot right here. I can get up in there. There we go, perfect. This spot right here looks like it might be a lot more lily pads to get back out to the main water. Scoot down a little bit. Actually, there might be might be actual females on the bed across the lake, because this is the side of the lake that I'm fishing on that sees the most sun. So I mean, it may be a couple degrees cooler across the water. So who knows? I have no way to gauge it right now. It would be interesting. Alright. Let's paddle back out to the main water. I guess we can go down this way. There's a small area back here I'm gonna try to fish. Just gotta fish right here for a second. I was just saying I just subscribed to the channel. Let's see what this is. I love fishing. I have a small chin on my. Oh. Thanks for subbing, Josh. Thanks for coming in. Let's go ahead and pitch up here real quick, see if we can't catch something. There's a lot of overhanging tree branches right here. So it'll be a little bit hard to get back there, but we're gonna try. Fish on, fish off. Dang it. Alright, let's get back in there. That was a fish. We'll go back in there and just kind of dead stick it and watch my line, see if it moves. He's looking in front of me. It's like bluebird sky. Look behind me is a big old nasty set of clouds. I think I hear thunder. We'll keep going on the live stream until it starts to pour on me, I guess, and then we'll have to shut it down, I guess, or at least until it stops raining. But it may not rain. Oh man, what was that? A wolf spider in my kayak? Oh man. Let me grab this spider with my pliers and get it out of my kayak. It looks nasty. Come here, buddy. Get out of my kayak. Yeah, get back in the water. Taking spiders. I don't mind spiders as long as they're not crawling on me. You know? Yeah, there's a front moving now. You can feel it. The temperature's dropping a few degrees. Dark clouds. Is that lightning or is that the sun? Oh no, it is moving this way, I think, because the sun's getting covered up. I'll have to keep an eye on that, I guess. The sun keeps coming back out, so I'm trying to figure out which way the storm's shifting. But hopefully it's just dark clouds, nothing super duper nefarious happens. Rips it easy. All right, let's skip this right down the edge here. Man, that looks nasty as heck, doesn't it? I'm gonna text my meteorologist friend. Maybe they can tell me what the heck's going on. Might need to text somebody, let them know. Check the radar for me. I think it's moving over the top of me. Well, guys can't even see what's behind me. I hung up the camera. I'm gonna get out of the way. You guys can see what's behind me. So, a little sketchy, but I think it'll be okay. As long as the tornado sirens don't start going off. I'd be okay if I had my rain pants with me. Uh-oh. check this. Somebody texted me. It's supposed to storm at 4 o'clock. It's 3:45. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'll tell you what, if it starts to rain, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna end the live and go get my rain pants, or go back to my vehicle, and then I'll ride out the storm and then get back on here later. But right now we're gonna keep fishing, especially with this front coming in. They may start biting good. Start biting well. One's gonna start pushing me backwards, I guess. Sorry, I didn't mean it for you guys to stare at my legs. So I think it's shifting. Hopefully the bad stuff's shifting behind me. My braid wrapped. There is clouds back there. Tell you what, I might actually get out and motor up the water and flip back so I can keep an eye on the clouds. But I think it's shifting behind me. As long as there's no rotation, I guess it'll be all right. That's crazy how you guys can see, you know, nice bluebird skies, and behind me it's freaking gnarly as heck. See a little skippage. It's gnarly back behind me. I'm gonna get out of the pads, and then I'm gonna go up the lake so I can float back. If nothing else, this is gonna be an awesome live stream. And a tornado drops out of the sky. All right. It's not even the bad looking stuff. All right. So you guys can see what's behind me. There you go. Let's go. I can hear REO Speedwagon playing. Riding the storm out, waiting for the fall. A full night in the Rocky Mountain winter. I guess we'll just fish the edge for right now. You guys keep an eye on the sky for me. At least it looks like it's shifted behind me and not coming over the top of me. I mean, these clouds will block the sun, but those back there looking mighty nefarious. Let's just go ahead and go up to the back of the water. It's like I got grass on my prop, probably. Some salad on my prop. I hope the people out here will be like, hey, get off the water, there's a tornado warning. You nut. You crazy son of a gun, get off the water. Is this looks like, man, if it does rain, it's gonna rain for a while on me because those clouds aren't really moving back there. I don't think they're kind of staying, hovering around. So I'm gonna let a raindrop or not be. Watch it not rain at all on me. It just moves behind me, doesn't rain at all. I'm gonna go ahead and just go up the water here so I can watch the rain as I come back down. You guys can stare at the bluebird sky as I come back down the water here. Actually, there's a guy over here on the dock. I'm gonna go over there, ask him, see if he knows what the weather's gonna be doing. Go ahead, have a chat with this guy. This is the guy that his kayak fell off of the dock back in like November or December, and I had to go dig it out of the ice. So we're pals. Saved his kayak from the ice. I think it's shifting behind me. I'm gonna go over there and talk to these people real quick and get a weather update. So hang in there, folks. At least tell them, hey, holler at me if you see a tornado drop out of the sky. At least there's people out here, so if I need to get out of the water and get into a basement, I'm sure they'll let me. I'm not too worried. I got places I can go. Yeah, it's shifting off behind me, because it was right there, now it's over there. So I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Go have a chat with these people. You know you're from the Midwest, you would go outside when a tornado's coming. Take a look. Look at that thing in the sky over there. Go in the basement. Now I'm gonna go outside and watch it. You'll see the nastiness behind me. Yep. Strange seeing blue sky around it. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Doug? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Looks like it's gonna move in behind me. Or float in behind me, so. I got the motor on me. Keeping an eye That cloud looks nefarious. Tell you what, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna push back here. I'm gonna motor back towards the bank. Maybe I'll have to get out or something. We'll see. Oh, it looks like there's a line of rain right there. Like I said, I'm gonna push back here and then I'm gonna hop off here probably, or motor back up anyway and see if it was gonna start raining on me. Oops. Just because it's a wind-blown bank back here, so there might be a couple bass. Alright, let's go back. Let's put this motor on high and get the heck out of here. So let's go. Let's hop back. I'm gonna go back to my truck, I guess, and then see how long it's gonna rain before it rains at all. This is one of those times I like to use the motor full power. Sub-zero. I feel like if I leave, the sun's gonna come out. You know? Oh, the sun's right there. Here comes the sun. I don't know what to do. I thought the sun's about to come back out. No surprise. The sun's right there. I feel like no matter what I do, if I get out, the sun will probably come out. If I stay in, it'll probably rain on me. Well, I should probably get out and just grab my rain pants out of my truck so I can at least, I I'm gonna see it's thundering over there. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna just sub to you. Oh. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here for right now and try to stay, try to watch the storm, make sure I stay dry and stay safe. But if it passes and the sun comes, oh, see, it just thundered. So if the rain passes and the sun comes back out, I'll make a new live. I'll hop back on later. But I'm gonna get off here, guys. Thanks for coming in today. I'll see you guys later today or tomorrow. Thank you.